Hello everyone guys, I am so happy to do again this video for YouTube. I enjoy doing a video on TikTok that later I upload on YouTube, but sometimes I like talking a bit longer about my experience of life or my heart. By the way, guys, good morning. First of all, happy Monday, happy start of the week. If you don't know me, I am Laura, known also like Laura Artist 68. If you look around on Google, you can find lots of art on this social media and the web. I am a painter. You can see here behind me there are lots of painting that I did and drawing. I am a supporting actress, life model based in Newcastle, but sometimes I travel to London for longer project, and I do photography. I am also a photographer. In particular, I love landscape, nature, and urban photography. I am very fascinated by the building, modern and abandoned. By the way, guys, today I want to present you a series of painting because I do some painting now more connected to the social issue. Before I were more abstract, like this painting that you can see behind me. They are very abstract, but I have decided in my painting also because I want to be part of some exhibition and art competition talking about social issue. And one of the subject that I love more talking is mental health and domestic abuse. That why this because now everything is gone. I am perfectly fine and a bit of anxiety, but this is normal. But now I live in Newcastle. I have a partner, my flat, so my life is back. But in 2017 and 2018, I had a very terrible relationship when I was living between London and Swindon with a guy older than me, 10 years older than me, that was living around Swindon. I felt in love with him. I believe it was my third husband, and he said to be a photographer. In reality, he's not a photographer. He's just interested in taking pictures of young girls. And obviously I didn't agree on his style of photography. So there were many problems between us, and he started to abuse me emotionally, very heavy. And my mind blew up practically. I thanks my narrowboat where I was living sometimes in London, because when my life with this man was becoming practically bad, so bad, I was running to London with the excuse to work in the big smoke, and I was staying on my narrowboat for many days or weeks. Obviously the life on a narrowboat is not fantastic, especially when you are a single woman and you are a cruiser, but I prefer to do that living in his little detached house in the countryside. His words were very offensive. He betrayed me, gaslighting me, and everything was done not only by himself, but he was supported by some jealous women of Swindon, fashion model. They call them a fashion model. In reality, escort a model, very young, that were using his photography to upload their job work picture, awful picture on OnlyFans. And by the way, finally, after years of abuse, I decided to leave this man. It was not easy. I had to recreate all my life. I sold my boat. I started to live in a small flat in London, but then I was no more happy to live in London because I like the countryside, the southwest. So I moved in Bristol in a little flat, and there I found fantastic friends. Fantastic colleagues, and but still my mind was not good, and my artistic work were not concentrated on my experience of domestic abuse. I didn't want to think about that, so I was still very fragile, so I continued to do these acrylics. But during my stay in Bristol, I met a fantastic person that is a great friend now, a master of art. I don't say any name, and he suggested me to be more connected with my past experience and with the everyday life problems. And domestic abuse and emotional abuse are a big issue on this society. It is affecting men and women, and many people commit suicide because of this emotional abuse. Myself was thinking a few times to kill myself because the situation was terrible for me. And now this story is gone. I don't have any negative feeling towards this man. Everything is gone, but I am here to talk about this problem because with my experience and my talking, I want to help people that are in my previous situation. I ask, first of all, to condemn emotional abuse like physical abuse. Emotional abuse are invisible most of the time. The perpetrator appear like the perfect man, the perfect father of family with the perfect colleague, and then when he lock his main door become the perfect monster towards his victim or her victim. I was gaslighted. He was lying to me. He was cheating to me. He was shouting to me. I was walking on the X. I had lost myself. I didn't know what I want and what I was. I had no more friends. I was completely isolated. All my family in Italy. I want to go in Italy with him, and he was telling me, go by yourself. But I didn't want to go because I know that if I was going, he was meeting other women. So I was jealous. I decided to stay here, checking what he was doing behind my back. It was unbelievable. I was very stupid, guys, but sometimes your mind blow up. And now I have decided to draw a paint this sort of sufferance that many people are proving, not just women, also men. There are many men that are writing to me and they say you should draw or paint also men that are emotional abuse. But in my painting usually I put myself or an alter ego. It's not me, but must be a woman, because I am a woman and I talk like a woman. So obviously in my painting, when I go so deep with my feeling, there are women. So guys, I present you some of my painting. I start to put down my phone so I can talk. This lady is practically is called brainwash. You can see it's not proper me. It's similar to me with the color of the hair, and she has something in her mind. You see a question mark at some point. She's very confused. You can see her face is very confused, and she's losing her brain. In fact, this painting is on paper and it is called Brainwash, that I am selling on my website www.lauraartist68.uk. Then I present you another painting that is this one. This painting is on canvas, 80 per 60 centimeters. In this painting, you can see there are many words. Is a sort of rebus. In this painting is still not me, but is an alter ego on me, again with the red hair as I have, and there is a red hand, you see, like full of blood, but is not touching the face of the lady, is touching her mind, because emotional abuse are ruin the mind of people, not the body, and and they are invisible. I am very hungry, guys, at the moment with those two stupid people, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, because they are both guilty, and they are ruining all the fight of women against domestic abuse and emotional abuse. The newspaper and the press should stop talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, because they are multimillionaire, and they don't know what is going on in the normal life of people that are suffering emotional abuse. By the way, you can see here there are words. They are not put together, these letters, but are the words that my ex was telling me quite every week when he got angry with me, because I was not agreeing with his ideas. I was not allowed to have my own opinion for everything. You can see she's crying. She is an elegant lady. Nobody can imagine that she is going through this hell. Another of my painting that I like so much is this lady. This lady that is again. 1 second, that I put down my phone, and there is a bit of reflection from my window. So this lady seems perfect. This is really a self-portrait of me, and this painting is concentrating instead on mental health. She is there, but she is not there. You can see her hair and are perfect, her makeup is perfect, but her eyes are not perfect, are someone else, where something else. She's thinking something, she's not there. Is how people that are suffering emotional abuse feel. And this is everything is on sale on my website www.lauraartis6a.uk. Then I have this new, I show you, I put up again my phone, because I want to be comfortable when I talk. Sorry, guys. Otherwise, I have this painting. This lady is not me. You can see she's completely different. This is a draw, and I am selling instead on Etsy for £50. And you can see she's again nicely dressed. Her hair are perfect, but her face, her eyes show sufferance, emotional abuse are just shown through the face, not the body. And often the victim doesn't talk, because she thinks that nobody can believe her. So if you suspect that someone is a victim of domestic abuse, emotional abuse, try to talk with this victim. Don't be too much direct. Try to talk, and then when you arrive at your conclusion, you are sure that she's suffering, contact someone. Go on Google and see there are many charities that are following this type of abuse. And please do something, because your friend tomorrow could be dead, because emotional abuse brainwash totally your mind, and you never know what the person can do in this situation. Another two drawing. This lady is a lady that is single and happy. She's going around and without thinking too much their life, and here she is after and here or 2 years the same lady. Here she's happy, and here you can see she is in love. She thinks to be in love, she thinks to be love, but she is another victim of emotional abuse. You can see her makeup is very strong, her mouth is not smiling, is down, she is devastated. This is the right word for the victim of emotional abuse. Often they are devastated, they feel useless, abandoned. They think nobody can understand them. And last 2 painting and drawing, sorry, that I want to show are this one that I am selling on Etsy, www.etsy.com/shop/lauraartist68. It is this lady. Is not a portrait, self-portrait of me, but this lady again, she tried to smile to show that she's happy, but her eyes again are showing sufferance. She is not happy at all. She is suffering emotional abuse. And this is another of my painting. She is gaslighted. She is inside a sort of lamp. She believes to be someone, and she has her opinion about her perpetrator, but the perpetrator are practically is gaslighting her and telling her that she is wrong, that she has fantasy, something that is just in her mind. She's stupid to think that is offensive with her. So this is another one done with oil pastel. As the other 2 are done in acrylic colors, and the other obviously are drawing. I use charcoal. So guys, thank you very much for following me, and please subscribe on my channel if you like my style and all my video, and follow me also on TikTok that is called awaraness68 again. Bye, have a nice day, and see you soon in another video.